Okay, so namaskaram everyone, those who are joining us live on Google Meet. My name is Dhananjay Singh. I lead the learning and development vertical here at Marwadi University. And recently I started this platform called VAARTALAAP. And the purpose of VAARTALAAP is to connect the industry leaders, business owners, entrepreneurs, change makers, those who have been creating positive impact in the society with the young mind with others. So there are a lot of lessons, leadership lessons, there are a lot of career lessons, there are a lot of life lessons which are not available in any textbook and many times not available in any classroom. But people, those who have lived those moments and they are there contributing to the society, they can have, they can deliver those learnings to others through meaningful conversations. So I'll tell you, we are organizing a TED Talk in the month of January. I was exploring that whom we can invite. When I was exploring and researching the World Wide Web, I saw a lot of people, those who are doing extraordinary things. They are there around us, but we are not able to utilize the learnings from these people. So in this Vartalab platform, which is a virtual platform, every week I try on every Saturday to bring one guest from very diverse field. 2 weeks back, we had a business owner, a startup owner, who actually serves tea as a service. And he is leading a team of 25 plus members in his company, and the company name was Positive Tea. This week, we have a special guest from a well known company in India. India, I'm saying not India, but worldwide. And we all have heard the name, that is the Adani Enterprises. So we have a guest here from Adani Enterprises. The conversation will have three parts. The first part will talk about the personal career and life of the gentleman whom I'm going to introduce to you, Mr. Ranjeet Singh, who is the senior HRBP Human Resource Business Partner, and he is leading the the talent management also. So before I introduce him, and I invite him to say hi to you all on the screen. Mr. Singh, you are on screen. You can say hi to our Google joinees. So he is Mr. Ranjeet Singh. He will be talking about his career, his life. But before that, I would also like to share small video I have about the Adani Enterprises. Because when I look at Adani, I do not look at it only as a giant company or a corporate, but I also look at Adani as nation builder, our dashing prime minister, who has given a target that 2047 we will be a developed nation. Only prime minister cannot achieve that dream unless the corporations like Adani come and join hands with the prime minister's dream. So I was very much excited to see the diversity of work of Adani Group. So I have a small clip here. I'll play for all of you, and then we'll begin the conversation with Mr. Ranjeet Singh. Is that okay? Give me a thumbs up if I'm audible and visible. Everything is running perfectly, because I'm using a lot of technology here. I'm not directly connecting him in Google Meet. He is connected on my system, and then I'm giving as a feed to all of you. So you give me a signal that I'm audible and visible on Google Meet itself. Okay, good. Now got it. So here is a small clip. Just look at the clip. How diverse the work of Adani Group is. And this clip is almost a couple of years back. Today they have entered in many other field also. So as an undergraduate student, as a student, when you join hands, when you come to know that what is the diversity, and please remember, this Vartalap is not only to attend the interview and the conversation of the gentleman, but we are building a community called Vartalap community. And all the guests, those who are joining on my Vartalap platform, they will be the part of that community, which means anytime if you want any kind of mentorship, any guidance, any kind of conversation, discussion related with your career, with your personality, you can bug them, you can reach out, you can write to them. So far I have got 100 plus registrations through Unstop. I list it on Unstop, and from there I get your contact details, and I'm building and I will include and add everybody in this Vartalap community. So let's play this a small clip, enjoy the clip, and then I'll bring the guest today for all of you. So here is the
दुनिया में कुछ लोग कहते हैं और कुछ लोग करते हैं। जब कहा गया देश में सोलर पावर सफल नहीं हो सकता, तो हमने सुना नहीं, उसे सफल कर दिखाया। कहा देश का सबसे बड़ा पावर प्लांट बनाना इम्पॉसिबल, तो हमने पॉसिबल कर दिया। बोला कोने कोने तक बिजली पहुंचाना किसी के बस की बात नहीं, हमने पहुंचा दी। सवाल उठे एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली गैस सब तक कैसे पहुंचेगी? हमने वो भी पहुंचा दी। कहा तो ये भी गया पैकेज फूड बिजनेस हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा, लेकिन हमने कर दिखाया। बातें उठी सीमेंट सेक्टर में हम कभी स्ट्रांग नहीं बन सकते, तो हमने सुना नहीं, बन के दिखाया। चर्चा हुई देश में इतना बड़ा पोर्ट बनाना असंभव, हमने संभव कर दिखाया। और जब कहा गया देश के एयरपोर्ट्स इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स के नहीं हो सकते, तब भी हमने सुना नहीं, कर दिए। मुश्किलों के नहीं सुनते, हम करके दिखाते हैं। अदानी, हम करके दिखाते हैं।
So this is Adani, and I don't know how many of you have visited the Adani ports in Mundra. I got a chance recently, I think during the vacation period, I went to the Mundra port, and I'm telling you, it is mind-boggling. I haven't seen such a massive infrastructure, the way it is operating. So Adani, if you look at the work now, they have entered into the AI, they have entered into chip making, lot of other businesses also they have entered. So today we will have a person who is coming from Adani Group. So let me bring and present to all of you the guest for today's show, Mr. Ranjeet Singh. So here he is. So namaskara, Mr. Ranjit, and welcome to my Vartalap community.
So first of all, namaskaram to all. And I will really appreciate Mr. Dhananjay for creating such a wonderful platform. I believe there are a lot of people, those who are doing their work, they are professionally engaged at different places, but creating such platform for the interest of all people, common people, this is really rare. And really appreciate Mr. Dhananjay for creating this wonderful platform. Now coming to your first question, which you asked, other than my designation, grade, or my organizations or my experiences, what I am. So Ranjit is basically its name. Ranjeet, the person who never gives up, the person who wins the war, irrespective of multiple failures, irrespective of whatever challenges comes. But from my childhood, I have always followed one principle, yaar himmat nahi harni hai. So this is one thing which I always carry with me. And second thing, if you talk about the most dominating factor in me is learning. Every day I need something to learn, a small bite of learning also, I need it. Otherwise, I really don't be able to sleep. So these are the two things which I always look into.
Yeah, so in fact, you chose the HR and you are into the talent management. So the curiosity is, was it your dream to be in the HR, or was there any turning point which decided that you are going to enter the talent management and the HR domain per se?
Frankly speaking, till the graduation, I'm basically from Jamshedpur, a quick background of mine. I'm basically from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, and from a middle class family. And there, till the graduation, I was very average in my academics. I didn't have any dream. I was just thinking that as like most of the people in Jamshedpur, I'll get a small job in Tata Steel and I'll survive my life. But during that phase, during my graduation, I started working with Tata Indicom as an off-roll staff. And there I came across the Tata Teleservices HR team. And this was the turning point where I saw them, the level of impact they had within the organization. And that became the turning point for me where I decided that I should go for HR. And frankly speaking, the journey was also not very simple. I started preparing myself because I was from Hindi medium background, moving from Hindi medium to English because preparing MBA, it was all in English. It was not so easy, but it was not difficult too. I cracked it. As I mentioned, that my name itself, Ranjeet. So I had to win it. There a lot of challenges came definitely, but I did it. So HR initial days of my career, I was nowhere. It was not my choice. But yes, when I came in contact with the real HR professionals of Tata, and then I realized that yes, I should follow this, and this is what I am right now.
Excellent, excellent. So, as you said that you always learn, and during this journey, in your professional journey, what those challenges which you remember, which you think has contributed a lot in your learning, professional challenges during your journey, even during the Adani Group, before Adani Group also. So, any professional challenge which you think has made you learn in a better manner in your life?
So definitely, there are a lot of challenges, and I think those challenges has only formed me what I am today. When I was working with Zadis Cadilla, there, I was, by the way, in academics, I was very poor in biologics. But when I came to pharmaceutical business, it was complete science. So learning those factors, learning the industry, learning the business was very challenging for me because I had to put a lot of effort because academically I was not into that background. But yes, those challenges helped me to learn the business, get closer with the business. As an HR professional, I always believe that we should not be just doing the HR activities. We should be connecting with the business. We should know the business. We should know the pulse of business. We should connect with the shop floor people more so that we know the depth of the business. So those things are really helpful when you are into HR professional. So this is one thing which I have always put and have put my best effort to learn the ground reality, the business at the ground level. When I was working with Zydus, when I joined Adani, again the solar industry, which was again the completely science. It's all science. What you talk about solar generation, power generation. So I was into module manufacturing business, again learning those businesses from scratch, getting into depth of it, the technical aspect of it was not so challenging. So this is one challenge which I came across. Second, I feel is all about like motivating people, inspiring people, forcing people, whatever you say, but motivating people to accept the changes. This is one thing which is very difficult in human beings when you deal with human because change is always painful and people resist it. You have to keep patience. You have to be in your professional boundaries. You have to maintain calm and you have to convince them for the change. So this is another big challenge which I think as an HR professional I come across.
I see some students they are saying that no audio. I see again, but here it is showing everything is running perfectly. Aditi, are you getting the voice or not? Because it is showing the yeah, it is coming, right? Mr. Singh's voice was coming or not coming? Harshil, it is coming. Very good, very good. And Mr. Singh's also. I mean, guest also voice is coming when he is speaking. Chitranshu, because two people are joining from two different places, so he is joining from his office. Okay, very good. So some students they were giving me the signal that audio is not coming. Since I'm also learning, I could have invited him directly in the Google Meet itself, but I wanted to create a little different feel, because traditionally in Google Meet when we organize somebody it looks very boring and very traditional. So I thought we will use it like a stream, and then we will stream it on Google Meet where the live audience can also ask questions. So anytime if you have any question to discuss with Mr. Singh, you can unmute yourself, you can write in the chat box, and you can ask the question. So he was saying that he is a very good learner. We also talked about, and there are a lot of people coming to for the admission. Let me admit them. Okay, so we will have discussion about the Adani Group also. So let me bring him. Uh, Mr. Singh, if you can tell us, like a company like Adani, when people are working, what kind of skill sets? Only their technical knowledge is not enough. What other skill sets do you see or do you expect in a young student if tomorrow he or she wants to join the Adani Group as a professional?
That's a really wonderful question, Mr. Dhananjay, actually. And I will definitely address this question. Even I feel that when we were in academics, somebody would have told this to us, that would have been great and eye-opening for us. But nevertheless, again, I appreciate the effort you have taken to create this platform. By this, I will definitely convey the message. The first is, guys, all of you, I believe the audience, which is who all are there on the call, they are somewhere pursuing their academics. And guys, to all of you, first thing you should keep in your mind that after campus, the world is completely different. When you are in the campus, you are completely in a different zone. But when you are out of the campus, the world is very different. There are a lot of expectation, a lot of deliverables. You have to meet a lot of the timeline pressures, everything you have to manage. So understand one thing: when you are out of the campus, the world will change. So be ready mentally and emotionally for this. Second, what we look for this. So this is the first understanding among the students when they come to the company, the organizations. Forget the you have left the college and you are into the corporate world. So understand the reality first. Second is be very resilient. Resilient to learn something new thing. Resilient to drive the output. Whatever task you are taking, don't take too much of time to learn the technology. Don't take too much time to deliver the result. Whenever you have taken, do your full research, get the work done, and publish it. Resilience is second thing which you look into the students. And one very important thing during my academics, when I started my career, and thanks to Mr. Dhananjay, he was one of my first mentor in my professional journey when I started my career. And he had taught one very good thing, ABC. And he said that, Ranjit, ye ABC seekh le, and this will change your life. And frankly speaking, and purposefully, I'm bringing this topic to all of you because this was one thing which has always forced me to learn to do something, which has always been supportive to me to be different from the crowd. So A is your attitude, second is your behavior, and C is your communication. A, B, C. If you have learned attitude, guys, understand one thing: your attitude matters a lot. It's not about like positive and negative. It becomes very simple. But when you go in depth of it, your attitude, when your support, when your colleagues, when your seniors are telling you something, how you are accepting this. Your attitude when your parents are giving you something gyan, and how you are responding to this. Are you taking this very casually, or you are taking it seriously to improve? So your attitude matters a lot at the workplace. Second, your behavior. There would be situations where will be a lot of stress, a lot of burnout, but you have to maintain your behavior. You'll always remember one thing: your technical know-how, your technical knowledge will take you to a place, but your behavior will help you to sustain at that place. So this is the second thing. And the C is communication. You should learn business communication. I'm not saying English communication. You should learn business communication. The way business talks. If you are into pharmaceutical business, if you are into manufacturing business, if you are into service sector, whatever industry you will be going to, learn the business language. What language business talks about, right? So those things will definitely help you. I'm confident that you guys would be very good in English. And if not, it will not take much time, because I have proved myself. Just it took 3 months to transform myself from Hindi medium to English medium. So I have done this, so I know you can do this. So that will not be a challenge. Speaking English is not at all a challenge. Even my 3 years old son also speaks in English. But learning the business communication, that is very important. And that will come when you know the business, right? So this ABC we expect. Yes. Yeah, Mr. Dhananjay. So that's really another wonderful question, Mr. Dhananjay. And I see this from this perspective. See, I have a huge respect for academic excellent people and the students, those who are doing very good in academic. They, I have a huge respect for them. Unfortunately, I was not very good in academics, but I have a huge respect for them. And this is badly needed in the corporate world. And the people, those who know the subject, those who are very good in academic, they always have the potential to grow and flourish in the life. But understand one thing, what I have realized, it's not just the academic. Other than academic, there are many things play pivotal role. I don't say which is better, which is good or which is bad. I think both of the combinations are there. Street is smart, what you mentioned, Mr. Dhananjay, and the academic excellence. If both are there, that's the amazing combination. But still, if you are a student like me, those men who are not very good in academics, and frankly speaking, I'm from a joint family, and all of my cousins, though they were topper. One of my cousin, he was topper at the state level. He was in graduation, he was top 10 and amongst top 10 students in the state. And now understand from that perspective, one of your cousin who is topper, who is state level topper, and other side you are just getting an average marks, right? How much pressure would be there, right? And definitely that comes. But I'm saying the life is beyond those academic numbers. You should know, as I mentioned, that you should keep the learning as it is. One thing you should always keep in your thought process, in your mind, that you should never give up. The challenges will come. Try to find the solution. Be a solutionist, not a problem seeker, not a person who always sees the problem. Even be a person who look for solutions irrespective of academic excellence. In case, if although you don't have, just use the common sense. We used to heard this quotation that common sense is with very common people, but actually this is, there are many people I have seen in the corporates, in working at the corporate office, right? Though they are very good in academics, but they somewhere miss the common sense. There are certain ways. This is something common sense when I say to seeing the things from a different perspective, which I personally believe. So you may be good in academics, you may not be good in academics, but that never defines that you'll be doing great in your career or not. I'm not saying that I have achieved something big, but whatever I'm doing, it is not just because of my academic excellence. It is because of, along with my academic excellence, it is my attitude which has always put me in a situation where I try to learn something new, where I keep challenging myself, keep giving discomfort to myself to learn something new, to do something new. I think these things what makes the difference. See, any challenge which comes, it always comes with an opportunity. So I still remember the 2008 days when I started preparing for MBA, and at that time, State Bank of India, employees of State Bank of India, they went on strike, and the reason they mentioned that they don't want computers in the banks. All went on the strike. Understand, if the State Bank of India management of SBI would have accepted it that we will not bring computers in the banks, what would have happened today? Right now, we make transactions in just fraction of seconds. Whereas I remember those days, during those days, we used to stand in line at least for 2 hours to get the transaction done. So those technology brought changes. Those technology, I mean, because of those technology, there are multiple jobs which disappear from the market, whereas this brought new opportunities as well. AI is also somewhere like that. I believe instead of competing with AI, instead of competing with technology, we should partner with AI. I can see in my day-to-day activities, my most of the activities where I use AI, it is becoming a great support for me. And Adani is using technology exponentially in every phases. We are into the transformation stage where we are bringing new technology, new processes, and definitely we are putting a lot of effort as an organization for our employees to learn the technology, learn AI, get the benefit of AI, where it is making our life easy. Instead of, so my suggestion to the young generation would be, instead of getting scared with the technology, You should partner with it, you should learn the technology, and you should get take advantage of it.
In fact,
True, 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 true. I think those days have gone. I remember in people from Jharkhand, Bihar, UP, or even in Punjab or northern part of country, if you'll see the people, most of the people from by birth, they see a dream of getting a government job, and just because of the security. I still remember when I was into the schools, we used to get a lot of pressure. Beta, government job, you have to get it, right? And why government job? Understand the sentiment, understand the psychology behind this. Why government job? Because government job comes with lots of security, right? Job security would be there. Why government job? Because job security. Other than job security, the there would be other benefits, like you will get some authorities, everything. But the first thing always comes is the job security with the government.
so
Right now, I can tell you, government jobs are also not secure if you are not adapting the technology. So even government is putting a lot of efforts. You can see the government every day and night. Government is bringing technology in day-to-day operations, and they are also doing great in terms of technology. So the world is transforming. We have to adapt those technology. We have to accept those changes. Otherwise, हम कहीं ना कहीं छूट जाएंगे. Definitely, that's the first thing. See, whenever we see the resume, first we look for the percentage, definitely academic percentage. But other than academic percentage, there are another major thing which will, one big thing which we'll look into is the internship experience of a candidate. If a person comes with an experience, like if so, my suggestion to all of you would be, whenever you go for internship, don't just work for 8 hours. Even don't just be there as like somebody told you, आपको इतना बोला तो उतना ही करना है. No, bring keep your curiosity always live when you are in the campus. When you are campus in the sense workplace. Whenever you are at workplace, be much more curious. Try to understand the business in detail. Try to get into depth of the business. Build your mentors. I always suggest, I still remember at every stages of my life, whatever I am today, it's all because of my mentors. And one mentor is in front of me. And I really thanks to all my mentors. So always at each and every stage of your life, you should make your mentors. And getting right mentor, I have been very lucky in my life, frankly speaking. uh, Somewhere Mahadev has always supported me to give me a best mentors who have always give me a shape. But yes, you should make mentors even whenever you are in internship. Identify those mentors, take their help, understand the business in detail, take some projects. Whenever you take the projects, frank, believe me, in just 30 to 40 seconds, you'll get the project reports through AI. But that will never solve your purpose. Understand the pain, try to create your hypothesis. What can be the best solution to those pain? Hypothesis one, two, three. What are your what can be the pros and cons for those hypotheses? Like if you have a problem statement to answer this, these are the first one, two, three options you have generated. If we go for option one, what can be the challenges? What can be the opportunities? What are your recommendations? Always come with many students feel that, okay, I'm just a student, I'm an intern, I cannot give suggestions. Believe me, guys, we look for those opportunities, we look for those ideas from you when we take as an intern. We never take intern with the thought process कि यार इनको तो केवल internship कराना है 2 महीने इनको और इनको project करके जाना है. Whereas we try at Adani, what we do, we try to give the live problem statement to the student. I'll just share one example. Recently, one of Bhumi Agrawal from Pune, she was doing internship under me in HR. So with her help, I created a dashboard which is supporting me to understand the predictive attrition. Like what are the symptoms which is available, which can help me to understand that an employee will leave the organization, right? So work on those cases. bring solution on the table. If you have brought solution on the table, this is amazing. If you have not brought solution on the table, definitely you will learn something. Share those learnings in the interview. That will always help. So, with respect to the hiring, if you talk about, we definitely what you rightly mentioned, that we go for selected colleges, because the campus hiring, we have very stringent process, and we have our dedicated team, those who go for certain campuses and they do their scrutiny and then get the best people out of those. Other than this, we have the lateral hiring, where we look for some experiences, so experienced people, in case of 2 years, also minimum 2 years, 4 years, 10 years down the line. There are a lot of opportunities we can, our team keep posting in the market, like in the on the company website also you will find career pages. A lot of postings keeps coming up, so students can connect through that. In case your company is coming to your campus, that is well and good. No, then still the world is not ending here. You can anytime come with certain years of experience, and then the world is open for you. I will. I always say that right and wrong is always subjective. So see, there are some lucky students. I will say, even in my college also there were some lucky students. And if you'll find some of the lucky people, those who sit in an interview and in the first attempt they get. But somewhere I mean, if you talk about me, I have always been failed first in any of the situation. If you talk about when I set for board exam somewhere, I mean, I can share. I could not clear in the first attempt. I got only 50 marks, 15 marks in English out of 100. So that was the situation. So it was like such a bad situation for me in my entire society, even in my family. I was the only person who got failed in 10th. But believe me, that failure brought where I what I am today is because of that failure only. Because if I would have been succeeded at that time, I would have left English. But what I'm doing right now, after that failure only, I took up this again. I mentioned that it's me, my name, Ranjeet, and never gives up. So I took up this and I started preparing myself for that. Yes, and somewhere I cleared it. So where one side, when I was running away from English, I started fighting with. I learned that and I excel on this. So those things would be there. So I have always been fail. So what I personally do, I sit in a lot of interactions. I never miss any of the interview. When companies are coming in your campus, कई बार हमें प्रैक्टिस के लिए भी बैठना चाहिए, because those practice will also help give you the learnings. When you'll sit in interaction, although you are not going to join the company, but when you are interacting, although this may other side, this waste is the time of the company, but for you it will definitely give you a learning. It will give you an experience how to address the questions. So definitely you should.
Now, am I audible now? I think my mic is missing in one of the. Yeah. So I was saying that if anybody has any question to ask from Mr. Singh, you can unmute yourself and throw the question to him. I will fix this audio problem because my mic is missing in one of the scenes actually. So if you have any question, Himani was raising hand. If you have any question, I also wanted to ask Mr. Singh about the LinkedIn as well, because we are also touching the areas where the students they need to build their profile on LinkedIn. So can you please tell our viewer today, all the students, does LinkedIn play a role in their recognition when they are going or they are planning to go outside of campus?
Yes, yes. This LinkedIn, I think this is widely used platform, and most of the companies now, they are using LinkedIn as one of the biggest source for sourcing a candidate. So LinkedIn, yes, definitely you should keep your profiles very well updated, and even where most of our recruitment also happens through LinkedIn. And when you go for dedicated search, there are a lot of people who put a lot of efforts for identifying best companies. There are companies also putting efforts to identify the best candidate on LinkedIn. So definitely you should keep your LinkedIn updated. This is the need of the hour.
Right. So, in fact, when you were mentioning that about your English language, out of 50, you got 15 marks only, and that has hit you so hard out of 100. So, this is actually very surprising when In fact, the similar kind of experience I also had in my life when I was studying, and I'm not able to hold myself from sharing that experience to with the audience also. I remember I was studying, and my teacher, she was a lady, female teacher. She was teaching us a subject, and she gave a task, one homework or classwork rather, to write something in English. So I wrote and submitted to her. And I remember she was wearing the yellow sari on that day. And she looked at my writing, whatever I have written, and she showed to her colleague. One sir was also sitting there. She showed to him, and very sarcastically she smiled, and she says, "Is this English?" And that was a big hit for me. It hurt me very badly because there were 60 plus students sitting there, and my teacher was saying that, "Can you see, is this English?" So, very right. I think it's one of the insights. If one comment of somebody hits you hard, it will be enough for you to transform completely. That's what my take home
True,
from this
true.
conversation with Mr. Singh, and my example, my experience also.
Uh, I'll just add one positive example. And as I said, that a lot of mentors, I have been blessed with great mentors in my life, and I'm sharing this about a person who is no more in this world,
I say.
Mr. Harpal Singh Thapa. He had been what I am today. This is about those days, 2008, when I was thinking of preparing MBA, and first time I had heard that yes, MBA जैसा कुछ होता भी है. And in my I started looking for how to prepare, and it was completely moving from Hindi medium background to starting studying everything in English. I still remember that conversation I had with him. मैंने उनसे पूछा था कि सर मैं कर सकता हूँ, आपको क्या लगता है, बिकॉज मुझे नहीं विश्वास है, यू टेल मी मैं कर सकता हूँ या नहीं. He said, रंजीत, आई एम 100% श्योर कि आप कर सकते हो. एंड दिस वाज हिज कॉन्फिडेंस. और उसके बाद फिर मैंने पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा. अनफॉर्चुनेटली ही इज नॉट इन द वर्ल्ड, but I always, whenever I think of great mentors, he is always there in at the top.
Right. So, which means mentors are also very important part when it comes to
True.
transforming the career and life of an individual. Okay, so this is also for my students. If you are lucky, you get a great mentor. The job of mentor is he will be able to recognize what is within you more
True.
than you. In fact, I also remember I had lot of mentors, but one person in training field when I entered, he was so keen observer. He will sit in my session and he will observe, and he will give me specific feedback, and those feedback had contributed a lot in my career also. So mentors are very important, provided we get one mentor. He may not be knowing everything, he may not be able to help in
True.
everything, but he will be able to tell where you can get what you are looking for. That's what my definition of a
True.
mentor is.
True.
Yeah,
True.
mentor
True.
may not be knowing everything, but he knows where will I get it from. Yeah,
True.
right. Very nice. So, in this conversation moving forward, third part, I had created a rapid fire round also, which I would like to hear from you. So, I will throw two choices, and rapidly you have to select one so that we can come to know. So, here is my rapid fire round. Over to you. First, degree or the experience.
Experience,
Hard work versus a smart work.
hard work. There is
Leadership.
no replacement of hard work.
Yes, in fact, that is nowadays the audience and lot of, I think somebody has unmuted. Yeah. So a lot of people and young generation, they believe in a smart work. So please listen from the horse's mouth. He is saying the hard work. There is no replacement of hard work. Even in 21st century, please don't underestimate the power of hard work.
Saying hard work, it never means that you ignore the smart work. Saying hard work means you should know the subject, you should know the basics. So you have to put your heart, brain, everything at the job. And when you do that, you automatically become smart. So for
Yes.
becoming smart, you have to put efforts. You
Great.
have to put hard.
Great. So to become a smart worker, you need to put the hard work in place. That's the
Correct.
message. That's great. Amazing. Amazing. Talent or attitude?
Attitude,
Attitude. Very nice. Communication or knowledge?
communication,
Okay. Failure or success, which teaches more?
failure.
Okay, Divya, you have anything to ask? Your hands, you have raised hands, Divya. Okay, okay. One skill which every student must learn.
One skill
One skill,
these days, the technology.
the technology. Okay. One habit every student must quit.
Must quit
Yes,
procrastination.
procrastination. In fact, the other day we were doing a session on self leadership, and I asked every participant to take out your mobile phone and go to the settings. Under the settings, there is an option called screen time. Check your screen time yesterday's and tell me how many hours you spent on screen. And Mr. Singh, you will not believe that one guy had 13 hours screen time. 13 hours, 1 3. And then I asked him that what exactly, because many times we think we are learning on the screen, but it is, I think, not.
I have a little
Hmm,
different
hmm, hmm,
perspective on this.
hmm, hmm,
Screen time having 13 hours is not a challenge.
hmm.
What you are watching on the
Yes,
screen or what
yes,
you are doing on the screen, that is important.
yes.
Because I personally believe, for me, for any professional, those who are working in the office segment, office
Hmm,
space,
hmm,
especially specifically,
hmm,
at least 12 to 13 hours you are on the screen. 12 to 13 hours, even in the phone also. Earlier, I remember my parents used to say that film zyada nahi dekhna chahiye, but I believe that you should watch good movies, because the movies are the great teachers, and I encourage my son to watch movies. So screen time is not an issue. What you are watching on the screen, what you are doing on the screen, that's important.
Yeah, in fact, that is where the whole thing is. They land to read
Exactly.
something on the screen and they somewhere get distracted and some pop up comes and they will land somewhere else.
Correct, correct.
So that is very distracting. Okay, okay. So, one quality which concerns you the most among the youth today,
Focus,
focus. So, they are very
attention, focus.
okay.
And what I personally see these days, the world is running behind impressing people.
Mm-hmm,
Everyone wants to create an impressing personality. Everyone wants to create certain impressions,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
they are running behind this
mm,
instead of impressing people. Build yourself,
mm,
build your confidence, build your knowledge, build your expertise. People will automatically will get attracted for you.
mm, 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 mm.
So you should focus on the basics. The result will come automatically. People run behind the result. that
Hmm.
people should know about me, people should talk about me, but they will not talk till the time you have not improved yourself.
Hmm. Hmm. And regarding career, because you are in the talent management, you are in the recruitment and very senior level hirings. Can you tell us among the youth a myth regarding career which we all carry or the students carry, but that is not true, that is not real, which you see as a myth among the youth or the young audience in their mind when they are there in the campuses studying?
So one common mistake, instead of myth, I will say the one common mistake most of the candidate or most of the students do, even during our academics also we used to do this. We used to think that I have to prepare, I have to mug up my answer, I have to impress the interviewer.
Hmm. Hmm.
Instead, you should bring solutions on the table. You
Hmm.
should talk about your past experiences, like wherever when you were there in the industry, when you were when in your personal space, when your any family issues comes, how you have delivered results, how you have brought solutions on the table. That's important.
Hmm.
Try to
Hmm.
bring those cases instead of talking too much. Bring one or two cases in the discussion and show the person that how you have brought the result, how you have made the difference.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
enough.
So, for example, if any student is watching this, or maybe later on YouTube, if they watch it, and any student who feels like they are lost in their career, as a recruiter, as a talent manager, what advice would you like to give to that person when he feels that I am good for nothing, I am lost, I don't have the direction what to do, what he should begin with, what advice you would like to give to him?
Whenever you feel like this, and it's not just with the freshers, it comes with us also. There are many situations which comes with so many years of experiences also, that you feel that you are lost, where you are moving, you are completely lost and nothing is happening. In those situations, go for a silent walk. In case I'm a kind of person who always go for morning running, so jogging is my habit, and I keep going for this, and since 7th standard I have been doing this, 6th or 7th standard. Go for silent walk, go for silent running. Ask yourself what really matters to you. Is this just a job? Is this just this opportunity, or something beyond this? There are a lot of things in the life to do. When I reach home, when I see my son coming, running towards me and hugging me strongly, that that's the amazing experience I do have. And I put all these efforts because of that small smile, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I still remember, even I told you that I got failed in 10th standard, but the reason behind this, I somewhere my family was not able to afford the tuition fee for English, because we are from Hindi medium background, and financial situation was not like we are in joint family, and my somewhere the financial situation was not like we could go for tuitions.
Hmm. Hmm.
I see, when I see that my kids are studying in good schools, they
Hmm.
are taking good education, that's the motivation for me,
Hmm.
which I was not getting during my initial days. I'll just share on the interest of all the people. If you may think that your life is difficult, I will tell you to prepare myself. When I was fail in the 10th, I was distributing newspaper. I
Oh
used to throw newspaper in 120 homes every day.
my God.
I used to get 500 rupees per month, and 120 rupees was my tuition fee. So that 3 months it took me to prepare myself for English, and I appeared again in English exam, and I qualified that. So
Yeah.
those, when I see my kids getting a good future, that motivates me. So it's not just that getting a job, doing something excellent in the career is only the life we should live. There are a lot of things beyond the work. We should identify those avenues. When I see smile on my mother's face, when I see smile on my brother's face, when I see smile on my wife's face, when I see confidence on the face of my wife, for me, that motivates me.
In fact, a lot of students here at our university also, they come from very very vernacular background, very poor background. Many students, they come from Bihar. I can see on day to day basis, some of them they came to me to my office also for seeking help. So if a student comes with very limited opportunities and very underprivileged background, what message would you like to, because your journey and your story is very much aligned, and they would be able to see the similarity, the way you are saying that in 10th class you were not only struggling but you are also throwing the newspapers in 120 homes. So what message you would, and today you see that one of the largest world class organizations, you are leading a very respectable team and recruiting very senior people. So what message do you say to such people, such students, those who are coming from very underprivileged background, especially those who are weak financially and technically and their domain knowledge also?
One thing always be, I mean, it used to be in my mind during those days, even today also. In life, there will always be two situations: bhag lo ya bhag lo. Either you run away or participate.
Oh,
Choice is yours.
wow, wow, great. So what a wonderful quote he says in Hindi: either you bhag lo or bhag lo, either you participate or you run away. There is no choice. And of course, people should take the first one: participate, be in the game, don't go out of the game. Yeah. So that is great message here. And now I would move towards the last end of this. If any student want to ask any question from him, otherwise I have committed him 1 hour. It's already 3:10. So if you have any question to ask him, please shoot your questions. Otherwise, one commitment I would like to see from Mr. Singh, that if my students reach out to seek any advice, any support, any guidance, and choose you as a mentor, please raise your hand and support them also. That would be my request.
Definitely. That will be, in fact, a great honor for me.
Yeah. So what a wonderful conversation today we had. Either bhaglo or bhaglo. Either participate or run away. Choice is yours, and your choices
True.
will decide your destiny. So this is where we will end this conversation today. Unless you have any question, I am done with this conversation today. Thank you very much, Mr. Singh, for accepting our request and joining and interacting with us, with our students also.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dhananjay. Once again, thanks to you for creating this wonderful platform. And this is actually great you are doing. And you have been always a motivation for all of many of us, and including me. And you have been a path maker, and we'll keep connecting in case whenever you feel that there is an opportunity to again connect with the people.
Yeah.
I'll be always be there.
Sure, sure. So thank you very
Thank
much and namaskaram. Have a great day ahead.
thank you.